If you were out walking one day and then a stranger grabs you by the throat and asks you, hey, what would you do if you had a time machine? You'd probably answer with the same responses like, oh, I'd invest in Bitcoin when it was only like $50 a pop. Or I'd go back and see the dinosaurs. Or I'd suffocate baby Hitler with a brick in his sleep. While these are all perfect and valid answers, sometimes you'll receive someone who has smoked a little too much gasoline in their lifetime and they'll say, I would make every game today control the same way as Zork. What? Oh, it's a 1977 text-based adventure game where you physically have to type in what you want to do and it does it. Okay. But what? Why would you? Yeah, like when you press the spacebar to jump, I'd stop that. And instead you'd have to physically type in jump. And I'd brick Hitler. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi, I'm Gom. I don't usually condone baby bricking, but in the case of the tiny mustache man, I think it's fine. And I don't usually condone verbal abuse, but in the case of building software where it controls your games but purposely doesn't do a goddamn thing at all unless you threaten it first, I think we're good. Like all bad ideas, this one originated from watching a League of Legends stream, followed by immediately pouring a cup of holy water over my computer to try and cleanse it from the sheer amount of hate crimes proudly displayed in the game's chat like a badge of 1930s honor. And I get it, you know, games can make you a little angry sometimes. They can make you a little toasty. And sometimes you just have to release that anger. You just gotta let it out. You just gotta release the hot load. It's kind of like energy in that sense. It can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one overfilling cesspool of people you don't trust with a butter knife to another. So what I'm doing is really a mass public service. Let me show you how it works. So, taking the concept from Zork and any other text-based adventure game akin to it, I carefully crafted this lovely Windows 98 pop-up text that shakes in its little cowboy boots with equal parts anticipation and self-loathing, knowing it only exists to be screamed at just like a good childhood. But right now, it's just an uwu sensor box. So, we give it the ability to toggle off and on when you hit enter, and assign an array of commands hotwired to a dead man's trigger, which controls the keyboard and mouse buttons depending on the type of phrase you forcefully shove down its gullet. One tiny issue though is the keyboard is still regrettably breathing and moving around in the background when you're typing in your commands, meaning anything can happen when you're finger blasting. Meaning anything can happen when you're typing at light speed, all just to move a little bit to the left in Roblox. So we jump into Python and create a script to turn it off. It doesn't work. So we jump into C++, write a bunch of silly words I still have no fucking clue why any of it should work, and turn off the keyboard's life support for the game you're playing when that same enter key is pressed, which brings back the Windows 90 hate myself text box back from the endless void behind the screen. Now, you can comfortably type knowing nothing will happen in your game because you cut the keyboard's arms off. It's tedious, unnecessary, and way too complicated than it needs to be, but you can customize it. So if you want to be an unimaginative caveman, you can make walking forward as walk forward, or you can make it as to blow up the bomb in Megaton. Since we've come all this way, let's not ruin it right now by giving it sentience. Let's test it out so far on a little game I like to call... If you haven't played it, go play it now. It's on sale for $12 on the Burger Country currency. I'm not sponsored or anything. It's just good. But if you have played it, you're most likely dead from a brain aneurysm due to the passive LSD buff it gives you when you're both playing the game and listening to its soundtrack. How can you not shit your pants and smile when this comes on? Let's let us test. All right, Buddy Man's there. Hi. I'm just going to do the very first level, because he's going to kick my ass less. And that's the Windows. It's working. Should all be working. So, parry. Yes. Parry. Cut. 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 Move it left. Run. Fuck, hound. I gotta go back and forth from my mouse. Hey. Shit. No, shit. Hound, move my mouse. Fuck, hang on. So, turns out typing and aiming with the mouse is hard. So, I recycled some code from the Tomato controller that follows and moves the mouse when my camera sees a red object, strapped this red lid thing from some lip lube onto my nose for the world's worst Rudolph cosplay, and now the mouse follows my face, leaving both hands free for typing because eye tracking is for losers. Back to the game. You're crazy, I'm not crazy. Nope, parry. Yes! Cut! Yes! Cut! Parry! Fuck! Parry! I'm so shit at typing. There it is. Cut! 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 That's shit. I'm noticing a huge flaw. I can't touch type, so I just keep looking down, which moves my mouse in turn. And also I can't see him. And I can't type. Yes! Cut! Parry. Fuck. Yes! No! Oh, God! Parry. Yes! Cut. 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 Woo! It's a dodge. Yes! Oh, my God. Yes. Okay. No! No! That is fun as hell, though. Jesus. I still look like a psychopath. It turned out it was a lot better than I planned. It kind of reminds me of Typing of the Dead a little. How it gatekeeps you via basic motor controls and a 9-year-old's reading level that most of us possessed, but now has been tragically lost thanks to crippling alcoholism. Luckily, binge drinking increases the likelihood of both getting angry and aggressive, which just increases our value for the threat detection. On the left, we have our anxiety-ridden Typing of the Dead controller, and on the right, we have our threat detection script, which uses natural language processing, so whatever we type into the prompt, it's then broken down and interpreted with help from this pre-trained model found on Hugging Face, developed by this guy. Thank you. It's based on Distillbert, which is a lighter and faster version of BERT, which stands for Bidirectional Encoder Representations from Transformers. Or be ever ready, Thunderfuck, because this will be working 60% faster, meaning it needs to accept, process, and get the fuck over our vile insults instantaneously. I've also rigged it with an easy to adjust bitch level, where the closer this number is to 1, the more sure it needs to be that the sentence you provided is actually threatening. As you can see, it's at 0.95 because I want to whisper in its ear some truly irredeemable trash garbage. This means sentences like, I will eat your face, simply won't do, but with a little imagination, I will eat your face with a paper shredder gets us to where we need to be. Mix our two scripts together in a pot and boom. Presto, we've created the most redundant, if not useless controller to ever grace this flat earth. Limited only by a happy childhood, your games are now powered by threats. Simply give it a sentence, and as long as it has one of our many trigger words to control the keyboard, you then fill in the blanks with your own trigger words to threaten and or belittle it as much as possible to grind it down to a state of blind obedience. Gone are the days of saying please and thank you. Now we will simply tell it we will relocate its arms to its nearest significant other, and things have never gone smoother. But in the case you have a shred of empathy left, when your command is just not threatening enough, it'll laugh at your face with the spirit of Jiglr.
Sup? It's kind of hard to, like, I don't know, not prove it, but I just want to show you in real time anyway. So my speaker's over there. My room's a mess, by the way. I've been stacking boxes because I don't have a tripod. Anyway, move up or I will kill you. Simple, easy, effective. Hit enter. Look. Good to go. He's doing it. Or if we have move up or I will buy you new legs. It's kind of threatening, but like it's a little ambiguous. I'm not sure what it means. But you hit enter and he laughs. He laughs at you. I don't know why I made this.